Hey everybody, I hope that you're doing very well today. I put you to the window with this new stand thing device that I got. It works pretty well, you can put the phone, it's much more flexible. So let me talk, my shit. I am listening to HEKATE that is going already for I don't know how many hours. I stopped counting. I think NASA would hire her and give her like I think one of the highest salaries because this woman has a stamina of talking that and focusing that nobody else can have. Like maybe I'm sure there are other people, but very few, very few. I'm sure NASA would hire her in a jiffy, not even thinking twice. So I'm listening still to her, and there's Lux talking. When I woke up, they were already talking, so they're talking for many hours. Let's put it like that. I know Lux, and I like Lux very much, but do I know much about her? No, I don't. It is what it is. I know her, I like her, but I don't know much. It's confusing. At some point, I thought she's friends with Messica, then I'm not sure. In the end, do I care? No. I know that she's nice to me, and that's what matters, and I don't care who. That's the whole point. We're not children here. You're allowed to like this person, you're not allowed to like this person. It is ridiculous. It makes you look very immature and childish. So, I'm listening to them speak, and the topic is Ariel Papakilo. And I had also my experience with Ariel and Papakilo, but more with Ariel from the beginning, like 3 years ago. And I liked Ariel very much, very much. I'm not gonna say why and all of this. There's no point. But with time, of course, I realized that Ariel is mentally disturbed. I'm also mentally disturbed, but she's in an evil way. And Barney is also mentally disturbed in an evil way. But Barney is still, with the feet on the ground, while Ariel has no feet on the ground. Ariel is just pure, simply mean person, 100%. There's not, like 5% of humor or, like 1% of some kind of kind. No, there's nothing. Ariel is like pure evil. So I'm glad now that, don't even fall down, you stupid phone. Stay. Fucking bitch. I don't have patience. Today I'm going to tell you, I had a really bad day. I've been crying actually for like 2 hours, but now I got myself together. I'll tell you why. And that's the problem. I really can't even say why, because this is the YouTube and I have all these ugly people, that are mean to me and hate me. And so I can't even open up anymore because of them. The obsessed people. And yeah, it's been a hard day for me, but it is what it is. That's life, when you live the real life, this is how it is. I envy, the people on the computer. I'm like, oh my God, look at what problems you have. I don't have those problems. I cannot afford it. And you can see I cannot afford it anymore. I have to live my life. My life is otherwise not going anywhere, guys. In front of the computer, talking just about girl world, I'm not going anywhere with that. And you know what I'm talking about. At least I'm down to earth about it. But it's nice. I'm glad that they're speaking because, it distracts me from my problems, because so I don't continue crying, I'm listening to them. So yeah, about Ariel. And the thing is, yeah, Barney is more normal, but Ariel is, wow. And now that's the thing. When I pointed the things out, 2 years ago, nobody listened to me. Nobody ever listens to me. This is nothing new. I pointed this out, that Ariel, Barney, and they're a clan, and Discord, and Jessica Messica, but I don't know now what Jessica Messica, what relation she has with them. And I pointed it out. I have all the videos. I can go and show you the videos where and now comes, other people, and now they, HEKATE, people needed your mama for them to point out the hypocrisy, and then now people need your HEKATE, for HEKATE to point out the things that also I pointed out before. Whatever, I don't give a shit. I know I pointed out, I have my videos out there, and the people that know that I pointed shit out like that. Also now with S-Jam, HEKATE, now I have, this is her life, Now I can now focus on S-Jam in his chat, like saying that Papakilo and they're trying to take over S-Jam, but she's kind of saying, I'm going to do the same thing also. And then she's like, no, S-Jam, you're just the boss and I'm just like your guard dog. Come on, this is childish. Get a life. Get a life. But to protect SGEM, I agree. That's why I like it, because I wanted to do the same, but of course I have no power in anything on YouTube. But so I'm glad that HEKATE is doing that. I'm looking forward, because anyways, there in SGEM's chat, I cannot talk. I can just now observe to see. It's exactly like I said. The mermaid with Papa Kilo thought she's making, you know, a combination, like a collaboration combination. She got some backup power force going on, but it's not. The Papa Kilo thing is not in her benefit, which she thought it was, but it's not. And now people are annoyed, spotting it out, talking about it. I see Papa Kilo in the chat, so he's like showing that he's not hiding, which is a good thing. In the end, do I care? No, guys. These are all little minor characters on YouTube that sadly are too much involved with YouTube. And this is a fact. They don't even really got a good channel or their own channel going on. They're just really frustrated, bored people in their life, without a life and without friends and real shit going on in their life. And this is a fact. And no, you cannot prove me wrong on that. But yeah, I like that. I'm listening to Lux and she's really saying, she says, you know, Lux is smart. She says really good points. And what I want to say is that the person that's obsessed with me, I saw in the morning, they wrote that I brought Steve into their life. It's like, stop the bullshit, stop the cap. This person entered my chat. They didn't even have their channel, you know, renewed, or how you call it, re-uploaded, renewed. They were just in chats hanging around, and they were hanging around in my streams and chats, and then took over kind of my community, or whatever you call it. I don't care, because that means if you can take over those people so easy, that means that they're not even worth to hang around me. So you did me a favor, actually, because now I see how stupid those people are. They're very more frustrated in life than I expected, than I thought. So it's good for me. It's a positive thing for me in the end. And because I really don't want to hang out with trash people. You know, it's like my dad always said, show me who your friends are and I will tell you who you are. And sometimes it's better in life to not have friends if you don't got good people around you. That's a fact too. So I'm glad that those people are, you know, I don't associate with them anymore. And I can see them hating on me, and I'm just, I laugh to myself, like, wow, this is how you spend your time, with these kind of thoughts. This is where you put your energy on. I love to hate on body. Wow. It's, for me, entertaining. And the matter is, I will tell you, HEKATE and Jessica Messica, they're both very smart people, and they're entertainers and smart women, social intelligence very high, and they know how to make their moves, you know, when to make a move, what to say, and how to. Jessica Messica especially knows very well. HEKATE as well, but I think HEKATE gets, of course, after 40 hours, you know, it becomes a little bit incoherent, you know, the point is lost in HEKATE, but that's normal. You cannot talk, make a point for 40 hours, make point after point. You're going to ramble a little bit nonsense. Not nonsense, but like, you're gonna ramble things that are not very understood, you know, clearly. The point doesn't come through. That's exactly what I mean. So they're supporting the person that's obsessed with me because they're women and they need, you know, support, you know, the gang, the clan. And this woman doesn't harm them. She is a, how you call it, a very big supporter of them. So it's one hand washes the other kind of thing. But keep in mind, HEKATE and Jessica, they're smart and they have a big channel. They have like more power. If this person, you know, if a person starts to become a nuisance and starts to become cramping your style, then people will take a distance. And you will see what I'm talking about. Because this person is just making, really, literally, you know, making content about me and my ex-boyfriend, saying, you brought this man in my life. No, you came to my channel and you start to make content and talk about him. Me on my channel, you don't see me how to say, in his chat, or, you know, like, I'm just like, whatever. If people like to make content and be in their chat, why should I be against it? You know, like, in the end, Steve is not for me on YouTube. Steve for me is somebody in my real life. I don't put too much attention on him on YouTube. I don't care. I don't watch it. And in the end, YouTube is all about shock content and about people trying to make content, and you don't know. I don't have to explain it to you. So if that person gives relevance because they need content, it's obvious. And people are going to see that the only content this person has is obsessing about me. It's fun for 1 week. It's fun for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But then after some time, what will happen? How you will continue this? Because people are going to be like, oh my God, we kind of got the point. You're being freaky and obsessive. It's like the person, Bali's right what she said about you're obsessed and you got no other content, and you're hateful to a point where it's not funny or normal anymore. And people will see that. I told you, that's why I'm not even, let people do what they need to do. It's entertaining for me. Because time reveals all. I'm still doing my content and people see what I'm doing in my life. Every day. Since 5 years. And then they make their own, judgment. And why do you think that Hekate doesn't go hard on me? Huh? Why do you think? Because Hekate is smart. She just says, yeah, Bali's a bitch. No. But she doesn't go boom, 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 like anymore like before. Yeah, Bali's a bitch to satisfy the people and move on. Yeah, Bali, no. Everybody knows I'm not a pedophile. This is just so ridiculous, but that's the only thing they can hang on to. Pedo, that one picture that she showed of her ex-boyfriend's daughter. Oh my God, that one how long you gonna make? I apologize, I'm not gonna repeat it, but how long are you gonna repeat it? Is that gonna be your content for how long? And then what are you gonna say? That what else? She lost weight or what? She's in her country or what? I don't get it, but we will see. That's the thing. I don't have to get it because we will see what the person says and how long it goes and how long the people will be like. Some people will be like, yeah, going because it is what it is. I don't know why, but I have haters. But the other people, the smart ones, they will back off because they're like, oh no, this is, cramping the style. It's becoming absurd. Not just obsessive, but alone. Absurd. So we'll see what happens. I'm curious. I'm enjoying it. And for the person to say, if you'd like Bali, I have a problem with you. Say that in your own chat. You should not. That's the thing, Hekate is quiet and everything, and it works. It's like, okay, fine. We hate Bali, and it's funny, let the obsessed one go at Bali because it's a laughter for all of us and blah blah blah. But once you take that stand, it's not cool. It's cramping the style, like everybody has the right to like everybody and whoever they want. And if you're gonna put things out there like that, then do that on your channel, not on somebody else's channel. But in the end, I speak for myself. That's how I would think and perceive it. And some people say that I threatened. I never threatened anyone. Never threatened anyone. But of course, you can take things out of context, so I'm not surprised. But you give me a timestamp where I say, I will do this to you, or like that. Just, some stupid comedy anger reaction on the computer doesn't count for me and not for anybody else. But like I told you, people need content and they need to hang on to whatever they can. Pedo. Everybody knows that. That's ridiculous. And the other one, Hekate, I'm going after predators. Yeah, how long? 40 hours? No, you're not. You're just fucking bored and don't have a life and you want to talk. And that's okay. You're talking your shit and you're talking pretty good shit. If it's very long, of course, like I said, quality over quantity. But like I say, it's my channel. I can say what I think. And I'm not saying anything bad or wrong. So that's that. And that's what I say, look at the people, what concerns they have, and let's see what's going on. Papa Kilo's there. Let's see what he says.